it's important that architects are warned as soon as possible that 90% of their jobs are at risk. One thing we never think about is that with technology and the speed at which machine learning is developing, experience is an enormous component that you cannot fight against. It's almost impossible for you to compete with any kind of machine that can immediately have 10x, 50x, 100x, 1000x, 1,000,000x your experience.
Depending on who you are, artificial intelligence could be a topic of wonder or a content of fear. We live in an age of improving technology, and since the ascent of AI since the 1940s, artificial intelligence grew from pure science fiction into an everyday commodity. We have all forms of artificial technology, from a simple calculator to the more complex machines like Tesla vehicles. And as much as they may be exciting, there is a foreboding calamity that may be the end result of the development of AI. Today, robots are closer than ever to replacing people in a variety of jobs. In a few years, human drivers and cashiers will be extinct. It does not end there. We now have stores that do not even have human employees, and companies improving AI to deliver ordered pizza to your front door. Will AI take jobs from architects and interior designers? Will programmed machines taught to teach themselves be able to decipher the needs of individuals and design spaces that we would call home? To be able to answer these questions, we need to look at the types of AI. There are 4 types, or stages of artificial intelligence. The first is a reactive machine. These are your machines that act like their namesake. They only react to inquiries, so picture your calculator or chess machine only reacting to your moves. They have no memory to draw information from. Eventually, these kinds of machines become useless once they are used for specific purposes, and whenever you come back to using them, they will be the exact same with no form of development. The second is limited memory. These machines look into history to aid them in their tasks. When you look at a Tesla, it uses limited memory to perform. The problem with this is memory is factual and it can be influenced by human intervention. When a self-driving car gathers memory of a route, it will be in trouble if the route was drastically changed due to city development. Hence, experience is not gained. Theory of mind is the next type of artificial intelligence. Here, machines will be able to comprehend the human needs, wants, and emotions while understanding the society we live in. With this type of AI, computers will have a mind. Clearly, this is what we see with Sophia, as the machine is beginning to understand tone, sarcasm, confusion, and all the other elements of human behavior and thought. Then the last type of AI is self-awareness. Look to the movies for this kind of AI, as this may not happen in a long time, if at all. With this, machines understand their own needs and wants. They preserve themselves and even have dreams and goals in life. They eventually go on to reproduce, even though it may not be the way humans do. With those 4 types of artificial intelligence, it is not hard to see how even 3 of those types would improve production and even make business owners more revenue. For a business owner, the idea of replacing a person with AI is tempting. In hiring a person, they are contracted to work a specific amount of hours in a week. During those times of work, there will be times when they are late to work and times when they will be too sick to even come into work. They will require lunch breaks and sometimes they will not perform well due to burnout or personal issues that may arise. On bad circumstances, they could quit or even sue you for a plethora of reasons. On the flip side, you can purchase a machine that can work 24 hours if needed with intermediate maintenance. The machine will never come with the human issues that humans bring. You never have to pay the machines and it will never ask for a raise. Sounds tempting, doesn't it? But in a field in which communication and creativity is the driving force behind production, can artificial intelligence replace architects? When a designer is approached for a project, they communicate with the prospective client. The client communicates what they want, and during this exchange, the architect will listen and process the information conveyed. The architect will jot the information down because they cannot retain it all, obviously. After this conversation, the architect will go back to his office and use the experience and creativity to satisfy the request of the client. Once the designer is done, he goes back and communicates what he created to the client, and based on this result, another action is taken. In case you missed it, the 2 biggest soft skills the architect needs is communication and creativity. If they do not work hand in hand, any architect will struggle. Creativity comes from experience, emotions, and persistence. Did you know that people can be creative when they are actually angry? Can a computer get angry? Creativity can also come from collaboration. When the architect listens to what a client wants, he could in turn influence the client to embark on a style they may not know they even liked. And this comes from a desire and sometimes persistence. Can a computer develop desire? And let's talk about communication. Communication is basically the transference of a message from point A to point B. It is so simple yet so complicated because a simple message like "I did not say that" can mean so much depending on the time it was said, in the sender and receiver's lives, or even the time of day. It can also mean a lot based on culture, tone, pitch, place, language, and subject. There is also the non-verbal communication, the para-communication, and the change of thought that is happening while two people are talking. With experience in communication, one will creatively know how to talk to a child or a client that does not even know what they want. There is no algorithm at the moment that can mimic the experiences in hardship, success, and failures that make every single person unique. Another wrinkle to this is, are human beings ready to put their happiness and dreams in the hands of a machine that will only do what we want? You may trust a robotic surgeon to remove a tumor, but would you not want flesh and blood to respond when you need basic medical consultation? If you had a loved one needing critical medical attention in your car and you had to jump a red light just to get them to the hospital, would you not prefer a human officer to sympathize with your situation if you got caught? A human being would always feel more comfortable complaining to a fellow human being before talking to AI. But again, what do we know? We live in an era that people 4 generations before us would marvel at due to technological breakthrough. We went from thinking we were the center of our solar system to considering colonizing another planet. We can instantly get directions to any place on Earth, and anyone can become a millionaire with just a single phone. As you watch this, an app is being built that can instantly create a floor plan for you in real time. So be warned, it is possible for AI to replace designers, but will it ever happen? AI will assist us as a reactive machine with calculations. They will also help with limited memory as they can instantly quote building codes for us, and they can have a mild theory of mind with further assistance in laying out our days for us. But the moment they can do more, then we are in trouble.
Why shouldn't I just go into an app, choose what kind of household I want, how many people are going to live in it, what's my budget, what's the location, do I want it to be eco-friendly or do I want it to have a focus somewhere else, have an enormous quantity of products immediately pop up, be able to, in a digital screen, move the distribution around, be able to see it in augmented reality, check how all my furniture fits inside, and then simply approve the one that is within my budget.